This is weird.
Yeah. Corey and I were going to come out and do an update video, and Katie said she wanted to come too, and I said I'd get a chair, but she said no, she'd squat. So she's squatting behind us. Of course, she can't stay but just a minute. She's got to go back to work. She's always busy, but this is the busiest time of the year for Katie because the holidays are coming up. Christmas is coming up, so you probably got how many orders open? No telling.
Probably like 20.
20 orders open and more people contacting you every day. So if you've never visited Katie's Etsy shop, you should. We'll put a link to it in the description below, but it's Stamy Creek Creations, and if you go to Etsy and search it, you'll find it. So she has all kinds of like made-to-order kind of stuff. You can, maybe it's a ring. What's an example, Katie?
Rings, earrings, things like that.
Yeah, and you pick the color, and then of course if it's a ring, you'd need to tell her your size. So she does things like that. Of course she does one piece, you know, original pieces that she has in there that you can go look at. And then you do a lot of custom work. People call you and contact you and tell you what they want, don't they?
Yeah, I get a
You
lot.
kind
of
of work
that.
with them. I want this color of stone and kind of like this, and then they go back and forth, and then Katie figures out, you know, I mean, with their help, what they're looking for.
Yeah, people do that. People contact me for that all the time. If you have an idea, I'll do it. Just tell me what I need to do.
One of my thing that I really loved that Katie did a couple of years ago was that it was when my nephew had the first great-grandchildren in Granny's family. And so it was for Margaret, wasn't it, that you made an original piece for her mother, for Rachel, and put her birth date on the back of it. I thought that was so sweet. And then another thing you did, I don't remember if it was for who it was for, but you took like an old piece of jewelry that was theirs, that was their grandmother's, and then you turned it into something else.
Yeah, I did do that.
It was broke. It was a piece that was broke, so I thought those were very meaningful. I'm sentimental though, so I like those kind of pieces that actually mean something. Of course, the ones that she just makes are beautiful too, though, even if they don't have any kind of sentimental thing. I'm wearing, what have I can't never tell. Oh, I am. Usually I never know what earrings I have on. I forget when I put them on, but I've got original Katie earrings on.
Well,
They're
they
like
made those forever ago.
Forever ago, but I love them. They're beadwork.
They're bead weaving.
Bead weaving, yeah.
Those
And
are
then
fun.
I actually have a Stamy Creek rock, which is especially special to me. It looks really neat, but special to us because it come out of the creek by our house. But I think Katie sold a lot of them just because people think like they're taking home a piece of Appalachia or a piece of the Blue Ridge Mountains. I guess, are we in the Blue Ridge Mountains, Katie? Is that where we're at? Yeah. Anyway, so all kinds of stuff in Katie's shop if you want to go check it out. And that's why she's busy as a bee this time of the year, but truthfully, you're busy as a bee every time of the year.
I'm blessed. I'm super blessed to have the business.
Yeah, very blessed to be able to do what she loves, work with her hands, and do what she loves, and really enjoy it.
That's true. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm the better daughter. Get out of here. I'm joking. I know. Okay.
All right.
I'll let you get to it. Go check on Olive. I'll check on your dog.
Yeah. All right. So Corey and I wanted to talk about a few things. Corey, what do you got going on? You want to talk about? We're talking about Katie's Etsy shop. Corey makes soap. A lot of you know that, but her soap is very hard to get. She lists it and it poof, it's gone. Somebody buys it before the end of the day usually. So you do try to put out a notice though, don't you?
Yeah, I put on our YouTube, I put on the community tab and just put, I just listed some and leave the link. And I try to keep it listed as much as I can. And it sells out so fast, which I'm grateful for. Thank you to everyone who's bought it. That's a real blessing to me. Right. But then I feel bad that I can't keep it any more stock because I'll list it and people will be like, I missed it, do you have more? And since it has that 4-week cure time, sometimes there will be a couple weeks in between.
Yeah, yeah. But what else you got going on?
Trying to get ready for Christmas. Not really sure if we're going to be able to put up a Christmas tree because of Olive, because of our dog. We're going to maybe just try to put up the tree first and see how she responds. I don't want her to like get hurt and tear the tree down on herself, but I don't want her to break all the ornaments. A lot of them are really sentimental, so we're trying to figure out if it doesn't go so good, maybe this year we can just have a small tree on our table. It might be worth the wait next year to let her grow up a little bit. But maybe she won't have a problem with the tree.
Yeah,
we'll see.
maybe. Maybe she'll be scared of it and stay away from it.
Yeah.
She's scared of weird things.
Yeah, she is scared of odd things. So,
yeah. So maybe.
Maybe. Another thing that I would like to try to do really soon is kind of in the realm of Christmas, thinking about Christmas, is I still have like a lot of frozen juice in my freezer from the summer. I've got, I think there's blackberry juice, strawberry juice that I just really need to make jelly out of, because I have all these big containers of juice in the freezer, and they're always trying to topple out. You can't fit anything else in there, and I am going to use that for gifts, so I'm going to try to really
That'd be a
soon
great gift, yeah.
finish that up.
Yeah, that would be a great gift. People love to get, or I always did, love to get handmade, especially food items that you can enjoy.
Consumables.
Yeah, consumables. Talking about Christmas, can you believe that, I can't believe, we were talking this morning that Thanksgiving is almost here. And then, of course, after Thanksgiving, it goes even more warp speed till you get to Christmas. So it's so hard to believe. I don't know where the year of 22 went, but I really don't even know where the year of 21 went either. So, so it's pointless for me to think about how fast this year's went by. But we love Christmas music. We love to hear Christmas music. And so usually, especially when I was driving back and forth to work before I was blessed enough to be able to work for myself, that was like November 1st. I put the Christmas CD in, and that's all I listened to till after Christmas, you know. I'm not riding in a car as much these days, but I do still enjoy listening to it. And I'm really prejudiced that my favorite people to listen to are, I love Corey and Katie's got some great songs, and they've got a Christmas playlist that we'll link to that you can find on their YouTube channel, but also Paul and Pap, my dad Pap and my brother Paul. I love to listen to them, and the same, we'll link to a playlist full of Christmas music on the Blind Pig and the Acorn YouTube channel, so you can be sure to enjoy that if you want to just leave it playing in the background or something. But they also have, Paul and Pap made a wonderful CD, Songs of Christmas. I brought one out just so I could remember what names are on it, or what songs are on it. In the beginning, when Paul first made it, he recorded it. He has a recording studio. This was, I don't know if it's like 2010 or something. It's been a long time. And he put like 9 songs on it. They did 9 songs, and it was wonderful. I loved it. But it received so much, you know, everybody enjoyed it so much. Everybody really enjoyed it, and they received so many requests for actually making another one, since it only had 9 songs on it, that Paul just went back to the same CD actually and added more songs. So it has 15 songs on it now, and then republished it. Marketing wise, that might not have been the smartest thing to do, but of course those first ones were all sold and gone, so he just did the exact same thing. Songs of Christmas is the name of it. I'll go over the songs that are on it for you. I love the picture though. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it, Corey? What do you?
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. We might put one in here if you can't see it on camera. But I love it because, one thing, I took it, so, you know, there's that. But that's when there was a snow here at our house, and I had a nandina bush back then. It's long since gone, died, something happened to it. But you could really see the red berries that was on it in the snow. It was really pretty. But the songs, they've got Joy to the World. I love their version of it. It's like a real peppy, I mean, Joy to the World's peppy anyway, but I think of theirs as extra peppy. It Came Upon Midnight Clear, O Little Town of Bethlehem. That's probably my favorite Christmas song of all. I love that one. Away in a Manger, a great one. Good Christian Men Rejoice. That one has a real hopeful spirit to it. Silent Night, which is a lot of people's favorites. The Little Drummer Boy. This is the only one, The Little Drummer Boy, that's not actually Paul and Pap. It was actually my Uncle Henry it's just an instrumental. He's playing it. The First Noel, another great one. What Child Is This? I know a lot of people love that one. God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, that's a good one. Hark the Herald Angels, another beautiful one. The Friendly Beast, that's probably my second favorite one. It's a really, really old, like they don't even know who wrote it, but it's beautiful. It tells kind of the birth of Christ from the standpoint of the animals at the manger. Beautiful song. Jingle Bells, again, really peppy, beautiful. And We Three Kings. I've always loved that song, but Paul and Pap's version, the way Paul arranged it, is haunting. It will get in your mind, and it just gives me chills every time I hear it, even all these years later. And then O Come All You Faithful. So we'll be sure to link to that in case you want to pick up a copy for yourself. And talking about those YouTube channels, Corey and I both get this comment kind of a lot. If on our shorts that we use, people might say, well, I really love that, but boy, why don't you share the whole song? Well, most of those musical shorts that I share are actually videos from our other channels. I always put this information in the description, but I know a lot of people don't actually see the description. But the Blind Pig and the Acorn YouTube channel is music from all our families since 2008. So there's lots of music on there. Full entire videos, not shorts, full entire videos. So, I mean, you can literally see the girls grow up on that, on there. You can see the progression of their music in the beginning when they would only sing, and then as they got instruments. And then Corey and Katie have a channel, YouTube channel, the Pressley Girls, and it's got a lot of different things on it, especially in the last couple of years. But prior to that, it was all music. So there's a lot of music on it too. So you can definitely check out both of those for those full-length versions of the songs that I share in the shorts. Another question that Corey and I both get a lot is, why do you do shorts? You know, that it's kind of an awkward, you know, the camera is vertical instead of horizontal, and I really don't like them, and they're too short. We get a lot of those kind of comments, and I totally understand that. If I'm going to go watch a YouTube video of someone, I prefer do you, Corey, the horizontal and the long length. You know, I want to see what they're doing or what they're talking about, maybe what they're making. But we've got a mosquito or something flying around us. But those shorts are really made for people that's just on their phone, looking on their phone. And YouTube really encourages creators like me and Corey to do those shorts. They look favorably on you if you do the shorts. And there's some people, while I'm in the camp, me and Corey are, that kind of prefers the standard horizontal videos, like a lot of the people that's commenting. There are people who prefer the shorts because they're busy and they ain't got time, and they just kind of go through their phone. It just is like fast entertainment, I guess. And whether that's good or bad in the world we live in, that just is. It's one of those things that it just is. So that's why we do the shorts, because of those two things, kind of pleasing that audience that does prefer the shorts, and then also YouTube encourages us as creators to do that.
Yeah, and those shorts are not particularly my favorite either, but like you said, I think it is important to feed the algorithm. But one cool thing that I found about shorts is kind of from a videographer standpoint. Sometimes if you're somewhere filming, especially if you're at a pretty location filming, like by a river or a creek somewhere, or even if it's just a really pretty day, sometimes you see moments that are so beautiful and you want to capture them on video, but maybe they just don't fit into the video idea that you're going to make, or you just can't.
You're in a hurry, or you don't even have your camera, you just have your phone.
Just have your phone.
And you have like 5 minutes before like if maybe you were somewhere playing music or something, and you're like, well, I got 5 minutes before I got on, but this is beautiful, and I can do a 1-minute video, but I can't do a 15-minute video.
Yeah, it's a neat way to share some footage that maybe doesn't get to fit into the regular video, just some little moments that are beautiful. You can just put them together and make something unique. So that's one thing I like about it.
And then also as creators, since we have so much behind us of what like me sharing those videos, the music videos, a lot of those, literally, some of the ones I share are from 2008. They're that old. Of course, our cameras were not that great then. The microphones were not that great. Our skills were not that great. But what a wonderful thing to still be able to like repurpose that and use it again. And I do try to always put in the comments and in the description of the short, but especially in the comments, say, go here for the full video. So hopefully just because I get somebody's attention with that small short, we're able to send them to the other content where they can hear the whole song, and we can continue Pap's lovely voice, keep him out there for people that enjoy him. And Corey's done a really great job for me since she works for me in going back through my content and repurposing it and taking like a little bit of this video and then sharing it as a short, but again, driving people back to that full video if they are interested. If it is somebody that's like, well, this is kind of neat, but I wish it was in a different format, well, they can go find it. Yeah, you're really smart, Corey. How'd you figure that out?
I don't know.
Anyway, so those are a couple of reasons why we do the shorts. And again, I'm like a lot of people that prefer the more traditional long-form video, but as creators, we kind of have to do what we got to try to do, cover all our bases, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Another thing that I've been thinking about, and I know you have too, is Christmas recipes. I was just looking on my phone yesterday, I only had like 2 or 3 minutes to spare, and just looking up Christmas recipes because that's such a great way to enjoy the holiday. We like to cook anyway, but especially around that time, you want to like pack in all the holiday treats as much as you can.
And we really, if you are someone that likes to cook, or even just to eat, someone that likes to eat, you're probably like us. You have your Christmas favorites where it gets to a, there's stuff that I make at Christmas. I don't make it any of the rest of the year. I don't make it at all. I should probably, but I don't. It's funny, I tell the story, and it's absolutely true, that when I was growing up, I was an adult before I realized, you could eat turkey anytime you wanted to, because we only had turkey at Thanksgiving and Christmas, which is pretty much what we do too, what I continued in my married life. But of course, at any point, I could buy a turkey and cook it. But it was like I was an adult, and I was like, I really could eat turkey anytime. But it was like in my mind, it was so connected to Thanksgiving and Christmas that was the only time. But Corey suggested some of my favorite, the things like that around us that we do like to cook and look for new recipes, like Corey said, but there's those tried and true that every Christmas Corey and Katie know, and my whole family, what I'm going to make. I'm going to make pralines. I'm going to make my rolls. I'm going to make, and there's some candies. But Corey suggested that between now and then we'll try to share one of those sweet recipes that I make every Christmas during the holidays, but we'll try to share a recipe with you during that. And I already have some videos, so I'll be sure to kind of make a Christmas playlist and link to those too. I think we did the Christmas cookies, sugar cookies, Granny's recipe that she's made since I was a little girl. She made it until she got old enough, or me and Paul got old enough, that she turned it over to us. And then I've been making it ever since Corey and Katie was little, and I used to let them help me every year when they were real little. And every year I'd wonder, why did I do this? Why? Why did I think this was a great idea
to really
do?
Messy.
Yeah, and it always ended in a mess and in unusual cookies, like sideburn cookies and things like that. Yeah. So anyway, great memories, but I'll link to those videos too and make a Christmas playlist. There were some other things we shared last year. Of course, we got to have Russian tea. That's one of them. So you can definitely be on the lookout for that. So those are some of the videos we have planned for Christmas that Corey's going to help me with. Of course, I'll also, I'm sure, share us putting up the tree and those kind of things. But if there's other Christmas-related videos you'd be interested in, please leave a comment and tell us about them. I don't know if we can do them, but we'll try. And the other one that I mentioned in the last kind of update that I still plan to do is to read that wonderful book from my county here where I live about Christmas. It was a long time ago and days gone by, but it's just a heartwarming little story. So definitely be on the lookout for that too. I'm going to do that as part of our Christmas content. But if there's anything else we'd love on your mind that you'd like to see, we'd love to hear about it. And now I think that Corey and I are going to go inside,
eat lunch,
eat dinner. You say lunch, I say dinner. Eat dinner, make us some dinner, and then I'm going to make Corey help me vacuum and mop my house. That's what's on our agenda for this afternoon.
I can do that.
Yeah, and get that out of the way. So we hope that you've enjoyed kind of catching up with us as we think about Christmas. Maybe you're already thinking about Christmas too. Maybe you're already listening to Christmas music. You'll have to tell us that. And I'll be sure to put all those links that we kind of talked about, a whole bunch of stuff. I'll be sure to put them all in the description below.